University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. My name is Professor Iyabode Kehinde. I am the Alternate Chairperson of the Employability and Benchmarking Committee of Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. What I'm employment, it faces us and it's a challenge to us in Nigeria, and we are all aware of this, even as academics in the university. The employer's demand, we supply. Every year we release several thousands of students to the workforce, and we find many, some of them not employed. And so we need to ensure the match between skills that are gained through education and those required by employers. To work with our students to ensure employability is enhanced. Now, if we have to go on this, it's good for us to look at the statistics of employability in Nigeria. But by the Q2 of 2024, 76.10% are employed. And then due to the employment rate, the rate is 8.4, it was 8.4 in Q1, and now 6.50 in Q2. Which is telling us that there are some actions that are being taken to bring about enhance employability amongst our students and in our youth. Unemployment rates, looking at say vis-a-vis the educational level, we have a 4.8% unemployment rate for those with post-secondary education, 8.50 for those with upper secondary education, those with lower secondary education 5.80, and those with primary education, the unemployment rate is 2.80. Look at the underemployed. I mean, these are people who are not employed and using their skills maximally. The Bureau states that in Q1 2024, the unemployed underemployed were 10.60. There is a decline now where we have 9.20, which are underemployed in Q2 quarter. So when you're looking at the Nigerians working age population that were employed, well, in Q1 it was 73.1%, and Q2 there was 76.1%, which is a better result. And so we know that there are things that are being done by the government, by the universities, that are helping to reduce the unemployment rate. But we can't say we are very clear. There are lots still to be done. Now, we're in the educational sector. We need to look at tackling unemployment from the educational perspective. And that's why my title is looking at two key factors: the Triple Helix Model and then the Competence-Based teaching. Triple Helix Model is not a new model, but it's a model that is now coming up really now because we know that we have the need for it because of the unemployment rate in Nigeria. And what does the Triple Helix Model put into? What is it? What it does is it encourages joint initiatives that create an ecosystem where innovation, knowledge transfer, and research are directly connected to employment outcomes. What are we saying? We're looking at 3 collaborating bodies, and these collaborating bodies make up the Triple Helix, and that is the Triple Helix Model. We are looking at the economy of government through policies, through grants, and we're looking at the industry. They play a major role in the Triple Helix Model because they are the ones that are making demands of our students, of our graduates, and they need to come in and be key players in this. And so what will the industries do? The research opportunities can come from the industry, wherein they bring their problems to the institute, into the university, and that way we try to tackle these problems and return back to them. That way our students are trained in the demands of the industry. Industry training opportunities are also proposed to be created, and then research grants provided. They can take a 60%, we take a 30%, and that way we work together for the betterment and enhancement of employability of our students. In the university, yes, we work in passing out knowledge to our students, both disciplinary and interdisciplinary knowledge. And of course, we also help them to nurture innovation. These are requirements for us. And the Triple Helix Model is saying, let us all come together to ensure that we enhance employability. And then competence-based teaching. Competence-based teaching is a teaching approach, a teaching methodology that focuses on developing specific skills and competencies in our students that are aligned with the needs of the employer. Where is the need for us to produce graduates? Why do we go through all the hassles of producing graduates? It's for them to also carry on, be employed, gainfully employed, and be happy, and then they can carry it on. So we have to look at that approach, the methodology by which we teach. I know many of us teach and we do practicals, but beyond practicals is the fact that we need students to see, understand, and be able to create enterprises from the teaching that we're doing. I remember last year or thereabout, I have a course I take with 405. We had to connect with an industry, and we were always going there. Unfortunately, the issue of Boko Haram chased them away. But right now we're thinking of where else to go. That's why the students understand what is on the ground. They're still beyond the 4 walls of the university. When we teach when our teaching methodologies are in that line, it helps our students a lot. Competencies also include, like I said, both technical, which are the hard skills that we are training. Soft skills, we have to be mindful of soft skills. Soft skills such as teamwork, communication of our students, problem-solving skills. They need to develop these 21st century skills because employers are no longer looking at not focusing too much on hard skills, but soft skills. Now, how do we bridge the gap? How do we bridge the gap? I said we can bridge the gap through collaboration. I know FUNAAB is doing well, but we can do more. Through collaboration between educational institutions, industries, policy makers, that's the government, the alumni has a key role to play in this, and of course, we must incorporate entrepreneurship education. In addition to academic programs, there are 2 key components that I want us to be mindful of, and I want each person to look at it and work with it. And these key components are those components in the university that play crucial roles in facilitating smooth transition from school to work, and thereby we're able to enhance employability. Alright, the 2 key components, like I said, we have the industry academic collaboration, 1, and then the skills development, 2. And then those persons, what units are supposed to be looking at this and ensuring ensuring that employability of FUNAAB graduates are enhanced. One is the career services. What do career services do? They act as a liaison between the university, industry, alumni, and what they do is they facilitate internships, job placements. They carry out job fairs, career fairs within the institution, coaching programs, then industry collaboration. These are key things that career services must do to enhance employability. And also they play a crucial role in helping our students develop career-ready skills. Career-ready skills. These are the soft skills. These are good skills that are needed for employment. Our students go out there, they don't even understand how to present their CVs, they don't understand what job shadowing is, they don't know how to face interview. These are things that career services are expected to do. And these are career-ready skills. And we're looking at skills such as CV writing, interview coaching. I remember one of the classes I went for in my department, I asked my students, do you even have a CV? There are 400 level students, and they're saying, no, ma'am. And I mandated each one of them to develop a CV, and that I will correct for them. And that's the way we're training them. That's why they're able to put themselves forward with confidence, not fully aware that they are ready for the market. Interview coaching, alumni mentoring programs, mock interviews, networking strategies, digital literacy. So I wanted to get the students, a graduate from the NYC camp, and that graduate was telling me, I said I need somebody who is literacy competent, who is IT compliant. The graduate said, ma'am, I only know a little. No, we will have to do more. These are things that our students need to know to be able to be competitive. Social media for job search, we cannot shy away from there. They are making a whole lot on social media, searching for jobs online. And so, we are the partners in career services. We are looking at the industry. We will not stop emphasizing that. Industry will need them. They must be part of the education system. And this will help us to meet the needs of industries. We must bring them to be our partners. And how will they do? They can help us in the review of curriculum. And this curriculum will incorporate relevant subjects and practical training opportunities. Like I said, it's a demand and it's a supply. We must be ready to supply to the industry. And when I say industry, there are a lot of industries out there. We must be able to supply fit for purpose graduates. Fit for purpose graduates who will leave the four walls of the university and go out there and be glad that they did graduate from the Federal University of Agriculture. Also, another way they can come in is through internship. Undergraduate internship, graduate internship. So if they're able to bring our students in, what they will do is serve as a bridge between theoretical learning and practical experience. And this way our students are allowed to apply their knowledge in real-world environment while gaining valuable skills needed in the workplace. And of course, the alumni. I want to say kudos to alumni of Federal University of Agriculture. They are doing a lot. But we are calling again for more. Alumni networks are good networks. I mean, these are graduates of our institution. And what they can offer to us is they can offer current students real-world insights. Real-world insight. Then they can also offer us professional connections and opportunities that facilitate a smooth transition into the workplace. Of course, everyone has to put things to themselves. And in a situation where we have alumni in different organizations and there are calls for job placements, we must hear first. As FUNAAB, we must hear first in FUNAAB, and that way we have our students ready, and then they call for us, and then we push our students out there, and then our students can be gainfully employed. Alumni network is what we must do. Alright, so I talked about career services, and I've talked about skill acquisition. Career services and linkages unit exist in the Federal University of Agriculture Abeokuta. I'm saying this because I want all lecturers to know this, so that you can encourage your students. I've told you what they can do in improving the employability of their students, our students. So students should take advantage of it, and they can only take advantage of it when you speak to them about it. This career services was established in 2023, and we thank TechFund for calling up and pushing this to all universities universities, federal universities, and polytechnics. And what is it to do? Is to provide a solution to the high unemployment rate in Nigeria. So let me tell you, the unit is located in the academic building. It is close to AMREC, and it is by co-bios, and it's ably led by the unit head, Dr. M.O. Ose. What is the vision? The vision is to inspire and empower students towards global relevance. I love the fact that in FUNAAB we have what we call the core value, which is exegesis. We are not local. We focus on global relevance. That is the G in the exegesis. So we empower students towards global relevance for enhanced employability. And the mission of Career Services and Linkages Unit is to provide students with career services through coaching, industry, and alumni connections along their career life cycle for enhanced employability. Note, along their career life cycle. We are saying from the beginning of their career to the very end. And they don't stop there. They also are with them even after graduation, because it also includes post-graduation. Now, to the second one is the skill acquisition. We said the industry university collaboration, and the second component is the skill acquisition. I want us to know that it is not any news. It's not a new news that we must work on entrepreneurial strength of our students. The Entrepreneurs Center is supposed to serve as a dedicated hub within universities that support the development of entrepreneurial skills, ideas, and ventures. Skills, ideas, and ventures. With a place that foster innovation, creativity, and please mark this, business development. Some people say we are a consuming economy. It is time for us to be a producing economy. We are talking about entrepreneurial center, bringing about business development. They also provide resources, mentorship, networking opportunities for aspiring entrepreneurs, and it also promotes self-reliance among students. Out there, I can tell you have a lot of entrepreneurs within the university, people who are ready to learn their academic skills and also ready to take in their entrepreneurship. And what is more, they can be employers of labor, and that way unemployment is drastically reduced. And so who are our partners? Who are the partners in the entrepreneurial centers? They should be facilitators and trainers, and they are crucial in guiding and supporting young entrepreneurs across various aspects of starting and managing a business. And then the business development trainers, they provide aspiring entrepreneurs with essential skills, mark that, essential skills required for success. And so we can have courses such as business planning, financial literacy, sales strategies, customer service management, digital marketing, and so on. Digital marketing is a whole lot embedded within it. And we have here in FUNAAB the Center for Entrepreneurial Studies. Center for Entrepreneurial Studies was established in 2011. And then we ask ourselves, how many of our students are taking advantage of this? And we know CENT is located very close to Biotech Center, located close to postgraduate school. And funnily enough, it's on the way to the Student Union building. How many of our students have come in here to be gainfully skilled in what we're talking about? And so it's being led by Professor Emily Ayojon. The vision of the center is there. It's a center that serves as a now center for the education, growth, and development of sustainable entrepreneurial culture and skills among the university students, and not only the university students, also the general public. We're supposed to open up to the general public, and also for the management of small and medium enterprise. I remember that the SMEDAN director from the state came around, we involved some of our colleagues, but it just did not play out. And that's what we are saying, please, let's look at this way. It's a way to go for our students' employability. And what is the mission? Is to provide facilities and expertise that will propel the growth and development of small and medium enterprises through sustainable, quality, effective, and dynamic entrepreneurial coaching and assistance in business plan development, and they can also help them source for finance. These are things that we need. These are things that our students need for gainful employment. And I'm so glad to present to us. The center is collaborating with the GIZ setting. GIZ is playing a big role in Nigeria in line with employment of our students. They are focused on ensuring reduction in unemployment in our institutions and out there amongst youth. And the center facilitates using what they have presented, what they have produced, a model that is so good, and that model is called the ICSS model. And that means inspire your students to be who they should be as entrepreneurs. Help them to create enterprises. Help them create enterprises. Let them have the understanding of creating enterprises. And they won't stop there. They also help them to start. And I said they can lead them to sources of funds to start their enterprise. And also they can scale up. This is a model that is, welcome to FUNAAB, is a model that a lot of students, final year graduates, have leveraged on, and they are doing well. And it is just a model that will help prepare our students to be certified entrepreneurs. And in addition, I know a lot of our colleagues are saying vocational training, but it's a key also to go. I want to drop it at this point that many of our students who graduated as from different colleges are into one enterprise or another. People are into event planning and they are making waves out there. They have several vocational programs that they are doing out there. I know the student that comes from the UK to Entrepreneur Center to show students how to become good entrepreneurs. And we see people, Jobberman, MasterCard, coming in here to train over 2,000 through career services and linkages unit. 2,000 female students who they have trained to become entrepreneurs. And so we are saying this is the way to go. Let's not try vocational. It's one of the things that our students need, and they are specialized skills that are in high demand by employers. Alright, at this juncture, how can FUNAAB take additional steps to address unemployment? I've said a lot on that, but I want to encourage the management. I want to first of all thank the management, led by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Iyabode Kehinde, and his team for doing a good job. We are doing a very good job because we are seeing a lot of things happening in the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. One way we can further ensure the employment of our students is through ensuring that academic programs are more aligned with market demands. We can't do without that. We are a supply place. We must make sure that whatever we are producing here and releasing out there are fit and aligned with market demands. Because if they are not, then they don't take us. You can't push out something and I don't need it, I won't take it. I would rather go for people who have enough of that for me to take up. And so we must bring about more collaborations with industries, and alumni, within and outside. I marked that within and outside. We have a lot of industry. We have a lot of industries within FUNAAB now. Many industries. We are looking at NOLAB, and we're talking about students who are entrepreneurs. NOLAB is doing a good job here. A lot of industries are here. Like I learned, NOLAB has almost how many cartons. They are going to set up a dairy industry. We are working with CEO out there. They are taking our interns and they are taking our graduates. We think we can do more. And so people will say, oh, there's no fund. Why don't we leverage on what we have within campus? Go to them. CSIU can help with that. Link you up with those industries. And that way, tell them what courses you want to, and your students to learn skills from, and that way they can gain the skills needed. Outside there are a whole lot of industries that our students can go to and they can develop skills. So kindly make it market demand, aligned with the demands of the market. One thing I also said, a point I also made while in the course of this presentation, is that the industry contributions in review of our curriculum is germane. We can't do without that. We're not saying it's going to be a consistent review every now and then, but we can bring them in to review curriculum with us. They are the ones that know what they want. What are the practical things that they want? What are those skills that the students need to imbibe for them to be gainfully employed? So when they come in, they bring in their curriculum, they bring in reviewing our curriculum with us, and that way, it's a win-win. It's a win-win, because every time students leave, they have to be trained. How about they come in, they tell us what they want, they're even parties, collaborators in training these students, and by the time they're going out there, they are sure that our students are fit for purpose and they are ready to employ for that purpose. Industry coming in to review curriculum with us is a way to go. Thanks to the university for setting up the Employability Committee. Employability Committee is also a very good initiative by the university, and they are to play the role of bridging the gap between education and employment by enhancing students' readiness for the workforce. Students' readiness for the workforce. Employability Committee will be working with the Entrepreneur Center and Career Services and Linkages Unit. This way we prepare our students for the workforce. And they're not going to do that alone. We know that during accreditation, I was at one time in DAP, where we had to track our students' employment. We do that towards the end. The Employability Committee will do a consistent tracking of our students' employment rates. Where are our graduates? Are they employed? And that way it will challenge us to know what and what to do to make them employed. And so these are things that we need to do for the students that we are using into the workforce every year. And I believe in God that Employability Committee and the Employability and Benchmarking Committees will do this and do this well. Also, this is one thing that I'm also bringing to bear here, and I hope that the management will look at it and see what can be done. We can, and I think this is done in private institutions. When students graduate, they stay back for 3 weeks in a private institution to teach them how to create enterprises, to teach them things that I am talking about here. If the management can look at it, it will be a way to go to enhance the employability of our students. Here, we are looking at students receiving dual certification. Dual certification, one in their hard skill through academics, and two is the skills, certificate skills, certified skills through either SENS or CSLU. This way, our students are ready. The economy that we are talking about is not only about white-collar job. No way, it is no longer as it used to be. It is now also talking about medium and small and medium enterprises. Making entrepreneurs of our students who can even be entrepreneurs from the hard skills that they are gaining. And so we are saying, if the management can look at this and ensure that by the time a graduate is leaving the Federal University of Agriculture, they are carrying 2 certificates, one from their academic programs and 2 from skill development. It's a way to go. And I love the fact that when we are talking about skill development, it's not only about just going to the farm and doing things. They can become entrepreneurs, agripreneurs, and there are things that we need to train them about. There are things that we call the National Occupational Standards for Agripreneurs. It's already existing. Do our students know about it? These are places and things that we need to tell them about. We can give them guidelines for enterprises and curricular development. Nigerian Skills Qualification Network is also something we need to look at. And then the Ogun State Skills Fund is something that our students can leverage on. Sky program from GIZ, these are ways to go. And we are also calling on the management to look at establishing an innovation hub. Professor Turage Bambo just came back from Abuja, thanks to Tech Fund, that is doing a whole lot in this line. We can have an innovation hub where ideas are nurtured, innovation is promoted, and new technologies are born, and businesses are developed to address emerging opportunities and challenges. To cap it all up, I want to say, employability is enhanced when education systems are aligned with industry needs, creating graduates who not only possess theoretical knowledge but also practical skills that are relevant to the current job market. Also, the development of competencies through competence-based teaching with backing of industry partnerships through the Triple Helix Model can result in a smoother transition from education to employment. We're saying from school to workplace. Also encouraging young people to establish their own businesses, generate job opportunities for themselves, and even hire others in the process. And by doing all this, FUNAAB graduates will be empowered with the resources needed to thrive in today's competitive job market. I want to say, baby, thank you for having me over to present the 16th webinar series of Federal University of Agriculture at Abeokuta. I thank the management for this opportunity, and I thank the listeners for listening, and I hope that this will make a difference in the university. Thank you very much, and God bless you.